today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape...
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
19 Tiger.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 21 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Boston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Nifty move. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 54 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Love with it here. Third and short yardage. Steps away.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, Love. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
The Giants had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Here's Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. On play action. Love to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well, to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Boston. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Slayton. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. It's caught. Beckham.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Ready. Black 40.
First down going to the air with Love. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. 8 yards to go on second down. A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Love. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun.
Boston. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Looking to throw. Boston. And he finds McLaurin.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boston.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake.
Boston. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, 30 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Love looking to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Love now. He finds his target, Beckham.
And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
First down, Love to pass. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Love, they go play action now. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Giants on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Barkley, inside handoff. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing. Love. Quick slant complete to OBJ.
Touchdown Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense back out there. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That ball caught by Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Love now to pass on 1st down.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Boston, they'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. Ezekiel Elliott, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
From the 31, Love. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now Love. For the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Love's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A handoff to Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Out to his left. It's caught by OBJ. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Love. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
If he continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, it might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Again, it's Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Here we go. Blue 32.
Play action this time with Love. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To the air again, Love. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Come on, set. 45. Wide.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Boston on the move to his left.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Foul Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Love. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw on second down. Boston. Washington on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles.
Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ready.